A former EU ambassador to South Korea is urging for strategic responsibility from South Korea in the new year, given the country's economic and technological standing. Our foreign affairs correspondent Oh Soo-young shares his remarks.
South Korea's expanding global role is bringing new diplomatic leadership expectations as cooperation with the European Union takes on greater strategic importance. Michael Reiterer, a former European Union ambassador to South Korea and now a professor at the Brussels School of Governance, specialising in Northeast Asia's geopolitical dynamics, said South Korea's economic and democratic standing is driving new expectations.
What is essential is that Korea shoulders the responsibility which comes when you are the 10th or 11th largest economy in the world. That brings responsibility. And one of the responsibilities is that you have a broader outlook on the region and on the world.
A broader outlook is necessary as Washington's latest national security strategy brings about geopolitical uncertainty, as the document's omission of crucial security matters raises questions about how the United States views partnerships with its allies. Concerns are growing across Northeast Asia and Europe as North Korea and Russia deepen military cooperation. Amid Russia's war in Ukraine, Pyongyang has supplied artillery and troops to Moscow, and in turn has received political and technological support that could potentially enhance the North Korean regime's weapons of mass destruction. Here, coordination is essential between Seoul and Brussels.
The European Union is supporting Korean policy on the Korean Peninsula in order to achieve peace and also to work towards stability, where denuclearization remains a long-term goal.
While countries increasingly pursue self-reliance and nationalism, Reiterer stressed that cooperation is key.
Strategic autonomy, I must admit I don't like that term. I prefer to talk about strategic responsibility. Responsibility means you have to take action. You have to be an active part. We need rule of law. We have to avoid that we have a policy of might is right. And I think this is something where European Union and the Republic of Korea can work hand in hand, as other strategic partners in the region, for instance, Japan. So the cooperation between Japan and Korea is essential for the stability in Northeast Asia.
Beyond traditional security, he said, countries must build economic resilience together.
We do not need de-globalization, we need more cooperation in order to achieve more security and resilience. So that's something which we need not only in terms of security, I mean hard security, we also need it in terms of economic security. So the organizing supply chains and also production chains has become an essential part of security politics.
Technology sits at the center of that shift. South Korea is a global leader in semiconductors and advanced manufacturing, producing about 60% of the world's memory chips.
We are all used to the saying, it's the economy stupid, and I would change that to it's the technology stupid. And there, Korea is not stupid because it is a leading country. And if the European Union and Korea join their efforts, I think that can make a contribution, and also to the security of both countries.
South Korea has joined Horizon Europe, the EU's €95 billion research programme. Seoul and Brussels are also preparing to launch the EU-Korea Technology Council at a ministerial level. Reiterer says as cooperation expands into strategic areas, the two sides must lead on upholding international frameworks while shaping new standards, including on artificial intelligence. Reiterer says Seoul is well positioned to do so, having also proven its democratic resilience this year, while restoring confidence in its role in global governance with the successful hosting of APEC following months of political turbulence after martial law last year.
The important task of the new president was to give the clear signal that Korea is back, that there is no sustained problem with democracy, and that Korea can play an international role.
Looking ahead, with geopolitical and economic uncertainty set to continue next year, 2026 is expected to be a test of how firmly South Korea anchors its expanded role on the world stage. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.